Alright, welcome back to Discord. So we had ex-Captain Social back with a little chit-chat about the character suggestions. And we haven't had one of these for... they want this for future showdowns, I guess. About future showdowns, which I think is pretty much garbage. Um, I was hoping would be one about new characters to put in game, but I don't know. At least they're doing something. Uh, I feel like Summoner Showdown was something they never should have put in a game to begin with, because it was something that people were hyped about, and since then it's just been suckitude. If that's even a word, I don't know if it is. But they want 15 characters that you want to see in Summoner Showdown. And it's Elsa, Sven, Kristoff, Color Bubbles, Shan Yu, Hero, Baymax, Tink, Anna, Barley, Davy, Merida, Dr. Facilier, Robin Hood, Honey Lemon, Aladdin, Kronk, Woody, Ariel, Jasmine, Pete, Big Bad Wolf, Demona, Darkwing Duck, Olaf, Buzz, Hades, Go-Go, Mordu, Jesse, Genie. So it's basically everybody in the game, right? That's not a legendary. It's who they're giving you to choose from. And so I was really hoping that, because I saw that notification for this to come out on when I was in the store, and I'm like, oh, we started getting a new survey about new possible characters we want to see in Disney Sorcerer Arena. And I was like pumped, because I'm like, it's been a year and a half since I've seen one of these, and maybe you have them, but I haven't seen them. And I really like doing this, but all this is this is literally every character in the game. I thought it was no legendary, but here's Alice and Edna, and and Beast is right here, and I think I saw I see Hercules up here, and it's just a lot of stuff. And so you can basically what they're saying is, hey, we have no idea who we want to put in some other showdown. And so instead of just picking 15, instead of just picking 15 names, putting every name in a hat and picking out 15 names, because they're too lazy to do that. They want you and I to take our time to randomly click 15 people to play with. And so what I would advise you to do is, if you're going to do this, don't pick characters nobody has. Unless you're Whale, you probably don't have Whale Winnie the Pooh. You probably don't have Powerline. But if you've been playing this for more than a couple months, you probably had Peter Pan at a fairly high level. Depending on whether you want Snow White, you may or may not have Dopey or Doc. Depending on how badly you want them, you may not have Captain America Lightyear. You may not have Zeus. And so when you're filling this out, if you're a person that plays this a lot, if you're a person that wants to be able to compete with this, like if you're just starting the game, then pick who you have on your roster. Don't pick Cusco just because you love Cusco. Only pick Cusco if you want to see him. If you've been playing the game a while and you have Cusco open. Don't pick Alice if you don't have the Wonderland. If you don't have if you don't have her open. Don't pick Remy and Luigi unless chances are you may or may not have them open. But I want you to think about, obviously, if you have Remy and Luigi and you want a chance to see what they're like at Gear 9, then sure, click on Remy and Luigi. But don't click on Remy and Luigi just because you want to I don't know. So only click on the ones that you have that you think, you're really excited about seeing what they have. Now me, when I do this, I tend to want to use characters that I know. And so for me, we're talking people like Namari. We're talking people that I like Six of Felix, Esmeralda, um, Cruella. There's a lot of people that I know, but I'm not picking Megara just to pick Megara because I'm not a fan of the Hercules. I'm not a fan of anybody on Hercules, so I'm not gonna pick Megara. I'm if you pick Milo, then just know that Milo is gonna be on basically every team that you face. Pick Django's. You know, Django's is not going to be on a team with Milo, so you're not going to get a Django's and Milo team. If you pick Milo, then and Django's for the same Sorcerer Arena, you're never going to see them on the same roster because people are always going to pick Milo over Django's unless Django's gets a huge buff to put him on Milo's level. And right now, the only people that have Django's leveled up very high are either people that love Django's or people that just have everybody on their team at Gear 9. Those are the only people. Because why? Because Django's is probably the exact opposite of Milo. Milo is really good. Django's is not so much. So keep that in mind. Don't put. Cogsworth. If you like Beauty and the Beast, go ahead. He's been around for long enough, but he's about as useful as Jangles is, honestly, in the game. So when you're doing this, we've seen Jack a lot in Sorcerer's Tournament, but I'm okay with that. Dash I'm okay with. Bell I'm okay with. Maui I'm okay with. Minis I'm okay with. Moana, of course. Moana is everywhere. So I guess if you really want to see more Moana, Mother Goth, use your brain. If you know there's a good character say you really want to see what Remy and Luigi. In fact, I think I'm going to put Remy and Luigi on there because I kind of want to see how they play. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this out in real time because I kind of want to see some stuff. Now, I will tell you that because I clicked on Remy and Luigi, I'm probably not going to pick somebody like Captain Lightyear because I want to keep things still accessible for certain people. But I think somebody like Caterpillar would be really good to see. And I'm not necessarily worried about synergies, how certain tunes synergize with other certain tunes. They're just, I just want to see how things work, how different people work. I think Baloo is interesting because, Baloo, you're kind of, there's nobody kind of in the middle on you really like Baloo or you really hate Baloo. And Baloo's been out since the game's been out, so I'm okay with Baloo. So, we've got out of my three people, I don't think we have anybody that's terribly overpowered. Now I tend to stay away from people that are overpowered. But that's just me. No, I think we should consider putting in somebody like Dr. F or somebody that wants to play a villain comp. Or we don't have to. We can just pick a willy-nilly villain who is decent, like Demona. Might be fun. But keep in mind, if you pick Demona and Dr. Cillier, then you're just creating a team. Because if you put these two on the same team, you're saying yes, downtown villains need to be a thing in Sorcerer's Arena, and that's in Showdown. If that's you, that's fine. but maybe go Demona, and then go. Let's pick another decent, not great villain, and maybe they're not necessarily a downtown villain. Let's pick somebody like who's kind of mid level. Who's a mid level? Now we know Captain Hook is not exactly mid level, but he is a villain. So we'll go and pick Captain Hook because I think that would be interesting. Somebody else that I'm thinking of picking. Steamboat Mickey been in the game for forever, but unless you bought him, unless you went to the exchange, especially just put currency into Steamboat Mickey, he's still not readily in the game. So I'm staying away from Steamboat Mickey. But a leadership, just to have a leadership in the game. Judy Hopps, obviously decent for a lot of people. She does AoE, she does stuff. But, I think we need to see what some of the newer refresh tunes are going to put. So I'm going to pick Elastigirl. I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to pick somebody like, where did it go? I want another incredible. And I don't really necessarily want to go Dash or we could go Mr. Fantastic, but I kind of figured because they both had leaderships that I don't really want to do that. So who I want to go with is, as soon as I find them, I want to go with a Violet as soon as I find her. So I do want to go with Violet. I just have to find her. So we'll go Elastigirl and Violet, because I don't want to do Dash and I don't want to do Jack. So I do want to see those two because I think they're great. Just have to find her. You probably yell at me, "Hey, she's right there." Yeah, she's right there. I found her. So she's right under Mr. Fantastic. So we got. So what does that put our number at? We got 1, 2. And keep in mind, Remy and Luigi have a leadership, so we'll go and do that. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with Demona. Okay, who else do we want to do? We don't want to do Shirkan. I feel like I feel like Gaston. Gaston might be it. I'm going to do Gaston because I kind of want to see what he's like. How he does it here. I kind of want to do. Let's actually do Merlin also. So that puts us at 9, I think. And this is just me, and I'm trying to pick. I'm trying to pick characters that I'm especially in love with, and that I totally know how they work. So I'm not gonna pick somebody like Merida. I'm not gonna pick any of the princesses. I'm not gonna pick. Try to stay away from too much Kingdom, because I really like Kingdom. So we're trying to stay away from my biases. Is what I'm trying to say. So we got one, and it's Gaston. So he's not exactly the best character in the world. But he's a villain, so there's that. So there's definitely a little villain thing going on here. I think we need to go somebody that's kind of bottom of the barrel, and so I'm going to go Hermes, which you'll be like, what? Hermes? Yeah, going to go Hermes just because I want to throw a wrinkle in there. I think we do need to go with another villain, so we got to go. So we got a hero tank. I think we got to go with another villain tank in the Chunk. Well, you know what? Let's go Jangles. Because Chunk is kind of the S tier of the villain tank. Jangles is not exactly the S tier, so we will go with Jangles here. So we got 2 tanks, depending on how you like it. Now let's go with an upper tier character. And for one of those other tier characters, I'm going to go with. Didn't I go with Caterpillar? I feel like I did. So Caterpillar was one of my 10 essential tunes, but I think I need another just another one. And I don't want to go Elsa. I don't want to go King Triton. I don't want to go Ian. I don't want to go Tiana. I don't want to go anybody that's on that team. I don't want to go Elsa. So let's go with Wendy. Wendy, yeah. So we'll go with Wendy, okay? Because I believe that she was in there. So we got another representation of my. So we got 2 of my 10 essential tunes that I've talked about in the past. We stayed away from Jagos. I kind of want to do Mad Hatter, and I think if we do Mad, we gotta go with March, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we got one more. So I got to go with my boy Robin Hood. I got to go with my boy Robin Hood for 15. So the list that I'm putting together for this thing, and you can think I'm crazy, you can leave me a comment, let me know. Hey, that's a really interesting list. Because you just saw me do it. Robin Hood is number 15, so 15. So we got Robin Hood, Damon is 2. Merlin and Gaston make 4. Captain Hook is 5. Baloo is 6. Hermes is 7. Elastigirl is 8. Violet is 9. Jangles is 10. Remy and Luigi is 11. Mad Hatter is 12. Caterpillar is 13. Wendy is 14. Marcher is 15. So that's 15. That's all they asked for. So we're good. So anyway, let me know what you think about the characters I just suggested for the Summoners Showdown thing. And this is Google Doc, all this fun stuff. So anyway, let me know what you think about about my thought process. Do you agree with my choices? Do you think I'm crazy? Yeah. So we only get one. So we only get one limited availability tune, and everybody else has either been in game for a while or is a highly recommended tune, a tune that I think you should look into going after. Anyway, let me know if you think I'm crazy because I really want to know. All right, have a good day. We'll see ya. Bye.